After a day of severe weather, a look at what it left behind and what's next.
Georgetown police officer Chad Spicer, who passed away on this day 12 years ago, how the community is continuing to honor him.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Cozi TV, your local news at 11 starts right now.
Severe weather on a scary Wednesday. Good evening, I'm Matt Pensick, and we begin with what was likely 3 tornadoes witnessed in Hurlock. A viewer, Mary Beth Claude, sending video of a tornado touching down in Hurlock, Maryland. First had reports of these tornadoes shortly before 5 p.m. tonight. Now, same area of the peninsula, different person witnessing a tornado, and this one forms and starts making its way across a field during a dangerous part of the day. The intensity of today's storm tracked to Harrington and beyond. No tornadoes reported there, but you can see the wind impacting DelDOT's traffic camera along with how heavy the rain was. Further south in Sussex County, this is what the wind did in Laurel. Signs no longer standing up straight. They are now bent and damaged. And even as the night went along, we had another spell of strong rain and wind. As we take a live look at Salisbury, our chief meteorologist, Paul Williams, tracked it all for us today. He joins us now with a first look at First Alert Weather. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Matthew. Let's take a look at some of those storm reports, and then we'll talk about our immediate concern and possible danger, even more so from the residual effect of these storms pushing through. Right now, for example, we had a report in Hurlock at 4:56, the tornado on the ground near New Market. We have the video that confirms that even as we speak. Also, we have video indicating another tornado that's reported at Gravel Branch Road. And then finally, according to the National Weather Service, we actually had yet another possible funnel cloud that was reported for us near East New Market, and that was at 4:45. What's happening right now? Well, here's the latest look. You can see we had a couple of waves of strong storms still pushing through. We're under a coastal flood warning. A coastal flood warning throughout the Dorchester, Somerset, and Wacomico area. And then on top of that, we actually have concerns for a flash flood watch that's in effect for Sussex County. So flooding is our main concern at this point, along with gale wind warning in effect until about 8 o'clock for Thursday. Overall, we're seeing the back end of the last little rain that's clearing our immediate area. And this is all due to the remnants, or as someone so affectionately put it earlier today, the leftovers from Ida that's now moving and concentrated up towards the New York area. As we come back here, Matt, a couple of other notes. We've had reports of significant damage that happened throughout in and around the Philadelphia area, and they actually were under a tornado emergency at one point. But now all of that has been allowed to expire, and we'll talk more about what we're expecting in the next few days. Till then, back to you.
All right, thank you, Paul. 12 years ago today, Georgetown police officer Chad Spicer was killed in the line of duty. Tonight, his family and the community are continuing to remember him. WRDE's Paige Marley shows us how his family says you can continue to honor his memory.
People bowed their heads in prayer, comforted each other and gave hugs, and even shared a laugh while thinking of good memories.
I remember it was the Christmas before Chad's passing. You were scared of Santa. I was Santa Claus over there, and I had to have both Chad and you sit on my lap.
Police officers and members of the community surrounded Officer Spicer's mom and daughter with love and support.
I always want Chad to be remembered. I do not want him to be forgotten. He gave his life that night. He did not know that that was going to happen to him. He thought he would be, in police work forever.
A wreath was placed right next to the memorial on the Georgetown Circle with Spicer's face and story. Chief Hughes spoke to everyone who came tonight, saying it doesn't matter rain or shine. Every year on September 1st, the community will come together here in Georgetown to remember and honor Officer Chad Spicer. Chief Hughes wasn't working with the Georgetown Police Department when Spicer died, but he did know him when Spicer was in the police academy.
Very hardworking guy, very dedicated, would not give up.
He says the way to honor Chad Spicer and his family is simple.
Just think about it. A little prayer goes a long way. Prayer goes a long way. Just think about Chad. Think about his family and the things that they've been through. It's been 12 years. His daughter is 12 years older now.
Not just those who gave their life, but give thanks and remember all first responders.
They sacrificed their lives for us, to protect us, to keep us safe, and we should remember that.
With coverage you can count on, I'm Paige Marley in Georgetown, WRDE Cozi TV News.
Spicer's memorial is at the Georgetown Circle. It is open for the public to see.